Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. So last few weeks ago, okay, before break, what were some of the big things? I'm having to remember. Okay, so they were doing their collaborative classroom thing. They had their holiday party where they came to visit. Okay, the collaborative kids came to visit their holiday party. Okay, because it says Jeffrey surprised us. Once Joey showed up to the party, Jeffrey pulled out this little memory game that he had made with pairs of matching cards with different Ramadan pictures on them. Okay, yeah, everyone's happy. We kind of left on an all happy note for the most part. The only part that we kind of left off on, oh yes, and Anna asked Danielle and Jessica over for a play date, and Danielle's like, ooh, like, sure, but I have to ask, permission. And then with Jessica, she says, you've heard me talk about Anna and Danielle, right? And she's like, yeah, something wrong? She says, no, like, they asked me to come over and play. And she kind of gave her, like, the backstory on Anna and why Danielle's family doesn't quite accept their friendship, things like that. And then she talks about how because remember, her parents are separated, getting divorced, okay, and she kind of talked about that. And then we ended with, she's like, you're right, I'm always honest with you, I don't know when your dad's going to call again, okay. All right, so that's where we're at. So now they're in a new year, their holiday stuff is over, okay, it's January. Here we go. Jessica. Act 6, Scene 1. Anna's house was small but cozy. Okay, so she was able to go over and play with Anna at her house. Jessica was. Just the right size for her and her mother. It was painted white with gray shutters, and there was a nice front porch. Anna met us there. We said our hellos, and before I knew it, my mom was shaking hands with Terry. That's Anna's mom. Terry invited my mom in for a cup of coffee, and they disappeared into the kitchen. Anna led me into her bedroom. I hope our moms become friends, I said. Me too, Anna said. My mom doesn't have any. Neither does mine, I thought. In California, my dad was always the one working and socializing while my mom hung out with me. We didn't see him much, even back then. He was very busy. He called the other day and asked Mom if she had received the divorce papers. That was it. He didn't even ask to talk to me. You're reading Belle Teal, I said to Anna. I saw the book sitting on her nightstand. Do you like it? I do, Anna said. Mom brought it home from me from the library where she works. I didn't know Terry worked in a library. How exciting. Remember, Jessica's the one that likes all the books. I wanted to talk to her about books, and then Anna told me that her mother was taking some art classes. She showed me some of her mom's artwork. Amazing. I immediately thought of Danielle and hoped that she would get a chance to meet Terry and discover for herself the connection they shared. After that, Anna showed me the rest of her books and rock collection. Then I taught her how to make worry dolls, something that I learned about from one of the characters in a book I read. I figured the dolls could worry about my dad because I was done with that. Our playdate was perfect, and it flew by like a day at the amusement park. We said our thank yous and goodbyes and agreed to do it again. Driving home, Mom said, "What you heard about Terry was right. Poor girl." I stayed quiet. After seeing Terry myself, I knew the story was right. She looked very young. I told her about your father, Mom said. I remained quiet. I didn't know how to feel. Surprised, angry, happy. I felt all of these at the same time. Mom was quiet now too. I guess we were busy thinking to ourselves. All right, Anna. Danielle wasn't able to come to my first playdate because of bad timing, but Jessica made it. We had a blast. Jessica's mom drove her over, but instead of dropping Jessica off and leaving, she came up to our front door and accepted Mom's invitation for a cup of coffee. I was really glad. My mom never has anyone over, so it turned out to be her first playdate too. Maybe she was done paying for her mistake now. I sure hope so. And since I was the mistake, I felt like it was my fault. I wanted to help her find a friend and a husband. The afternoon flew by. After Jessica and her mother left, Mom pulled me into a hug. Those are genuine people, Anna, she said. What does it mean if you're genuine? When she says those are genuine people. What does that mean, Imani? They're kind, they're like real, like they're nice, they're honest, they're kind, like they're genuine good people. You've found a good friend there. You can get as close to her as you want. Mom's words made me smile. I hoped that Danielle could come next time. I was sure that Mom would think the same of her. Danielle. Class meeting, Mr. Terupt announced. This is one of my favorite times in the classroom. We all moved our desks out of the way and made a circle with our chairs. Everybody sat in the circle, even Mr. Terupt. He held onto the microphone. It wasn't a real microphone, but we used it as our talking object. You can only speak when you have the microphone. I waited for Mr. Terupt to get us started. It looks like our chain should touch the floor soon, as long as you guys can give me another great day or two, Mr. Terupt said. The chain was our class reward system. Mr. Terupt had hung a single link from the ceiling on the first day of school, and he attached a link each time we had an outstanding day as a class. Our goal was to get the chain to touch the floor, at which point we'd earn a free day. You've done super so far, Mr. Terupt said, so I'm wondering what you'd like to do for your free day. Mr. Terupt passed the mic to his left. You didn't have to say anything if you didn't want to. Alexia passed it along to the next person. Ever since Mr. Terupt had taken her out into the hall, she hadn't said anything. If you notice, we haven't heard an Alexia chapter in a while. I mean, look. Okay, since she got in trouble, really. Luke was the first one to make a great suggestion. Why can't we just have time to do whatever we want? It would be like indoor recess, but we could plan it better and just have free time. I like Luke's idea, Jeffrey piped up when he got the mic. If it's free time, maybe James and Joey and Emily or any of the collaborative kids could come up for a little bit. Or, if we wanted, some of us could go down there. We could bring in games, Anna added, taking the mic. Then it was my turn. I think we should do what everyone suggested for part of the day, I said. But maybe we could go outside too. Everyone cheered. It was weird having the other girls agree with me. If Alexia had been her old self, she would have controlled them. But now that Alexia was sidelined, all the girls got along a lot better. Not having girl wars didn't mean everything was perfect. I still had a problem. Anna. I hadn't gone to her play date because I'd been too chicken to ask my mom. I made up some excuse about it being a bad weekend for my family. Jessica told me that she had a great time and that Anna's mom was friendly. Now Anna is asking us about coming over again. Find out when it'll be a good weekend for your family and we'll plan the play date for then, Anna told me. I've got to mention it to my mom this time. I just have to. Mr. Terupt was last to speak at the meeting. I like what I've heard, he said. We could plan for part of the day to be spent inside playing games, and then we could get some fresh air. I'll think about it some more and let you know. But first, you need to earn the last link, meaning adjourned, he said. He always ends by saying that. I really like these meetings. The first time we had one, Mr. Terupt told us that it was a way for everyone to have a voice. I didn't get it at first, but now I do. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see, what can we write on Jessica? I want y'all to help me now, since we're about almost halfway through the book. What can we write? Elise? Jessica?
No,
that's Alexia. Jose?
She went to Anna's house.
Okay, yep. Went to Anna's house. And her mom went. Okay, add that on Jessica. Your pencil should be moving. You should be writing down what I am writing down. We are back in school. Your break is over. I'm so sorry. Okay. Alright, what about Anna? Let's see. Really didn't hear much about her. I mean, she kind of just said the play date was like really fun. They had a blast. Maddox? That she's what?
She's wanting to make friends.
Yeah, and who else is she wanting to like have friends? Well, her mom, yeah. She's like, I want us all to be friends. I want my mom to find friends. Yeah, we could put that for her. Let's see. Anna. No, we don't have very much on Anna, actually. Okay, so why don't we, since we don't have very much on her, why don't we say had a play date, sorry, with Jessica. Wants friends. And she thinks because she's the mistake, that she thinks all these things are her fault. Like like her mom not having friends, Danielle not being allowed to come over, things like that, her friends. In fact, she doesn't know that though. Let's say thinks a mistake, her fault, like everything's her fault. Okay. And then lastly, Danielle, so she never even asked her mom if she could go play. She was too scared. She said she was too chicken to ask. Okay, on Danielle, I'm going to say, okay, so afraid to ask about play date. Didn't ask. Therefore, she didn't go. She got too scared. But now, she kind of has this aha moment with herself. She says, I just have to ask. I have to. Okay? Realizes she has to ask next time. Okay? And then they're all kind of planning what they're going to do for their free day when they earn that free board as outstanding class behavior.